Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope you're having a lovely day. Welcome to today's episode of How You're Getting Fucked. I'm your host, Louis Rossman. Today we're going to be digging into a game called Helldivers and how Sony has decided to deal with customers with regards to this game. This is a game where you used to be able to just buy it on Steam, you log into Steam and you play the game. Now to be clear, I'm already not exactly happy at the entire concept if I have to log into something like Steam. What if something happens to Steam and I can't play my game? Now what they've decided to do is tell people that have purchased this game, not only do you need a Steam account, you also need a PlayStation Network account if you actually want to be able to log in and play the game. Now you may wonder, why does this matter? Why is this important? Why do you care? Just make another account to play your game. And that's a great question. Why should anybody care? Just make another account so you could play your game, right? Not a big deal, just another site to log into. Most people who are watching this video probably have 100 or 200 different website logins at this point in time. Well, that's a great question, and I'm going to give you a great answer. We have a lot of shit that we deal with nowadays with products where we purchase them, and then they change the terms after the sale. And 99% of the time that the terms change after the sale, it is not for our benefit as consumers. Whether we're talking about Ubisoft taking games offline because they're required to connect to a server to work, it gets taken offline. We're talking about Arlo cameras, where they advertise certain features and functionality in the product, and then they take that feature and functionality away because the camera is not talking to your local server to enable these features. It's talking to somebody else's. And of course, you cannot have it attached to your local server. We could talk about a baby monitor, which it was $400 because it would have certain features that you would be able to use perpetually, and now they changed it into a subscription after you paid $400 for a baby monitor. Or we could talk about something like these cloud-connected cameras, where they actually decided that they were just going to fundamentally just disable the product after you bought and purchased it, which is, one of those things that really does cut against the word bought and purchased. Or we could talk about Roku, where they decided that they were going to force you into a forced arbitration agreement and not let you hit disagree. And if you don't hit agree, well, sucks to suck. You don't get access to your television anymore. Screw you and your HDMI input. We're just going to have this on your screen all the time. So the requirement that people log into a different account for a game to work is not something in and of itself that would aggravate the community. I believe this aggravates the community in the broader context of the past several years, where manufacturers and developers and designers change the terms of the product after the sale and do not allow you the same rights that they give themselves. So for instance, there are people that disagree with this new policy because it is not one of the terms of the sale that they agreed to, and they asked for a refund. They were told, I was denied automatically because the game is played for more than 2 hours, the refund policy upper limit. Which then begs the question, if I can't get a refund because I've played the game for more than 2 hours, why the fuck are you able to change the terms of the sale after 2 hours? Like really, if I play the game for 2 hours, because I played it for 2 hours, I cannot get a refund for a digital good. Why is it that months afterwards, you're allowed to change the terms of the sale? Because it seems like the rules that apply to me don't really apply to you. And it seems like that's why people are pissed off here. You also have the fact that Sony, when it comes to customer service, to be clear, I have praised them when it comes to their website for getting parts to old Sony cameras. That part's good. Those people rock. PlayStation Network account, these people are horrible. Their customer support is complete and utter garbage. We're not even just talking about the customer service and support being garbage. Let's just talk about basic security breaches. I mean, in 2011 and 2014, PlayStation Network got completely and utterly owned. From the 2011 security breach, you had 77 million accounts affected by this. So you had personal information like names, addresses, email addresses, birth dates, PSN account usernames and passwords, and in some cases, credit card details released. Why do I have to sign up with an account with you? The game worked yesterday. Why? Again, to be clear, it's not like I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, my house is going to be broken into as a result of this. But it's just one of those things like, why? 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 Let's not even forget the concept that even if you read the terms of service and it says that they're not taking your data or selling your data or mining your data, they will anyway. Because when they do, they get a 0.22% fine for it. No, really, why do I want to log into more accounts? I don't even want to have the accounts that I do. As an American, realizing that my government is a complete fucking joke, I don't even want to have a cell phone contract. The best part, what about people that can't create an account? Because one of the things you may notice, there's a little country drop-down menu when you're registering on a website. And again, if you live in Canada, United States, England or something, well, you're always going to find your country there. But there are people that don't actually have their country in that list. So there are people that paid full price for this game and spent more than 2 hours playing it that are now no longer able to play the game. As you can see here in this Reddit thread, I effing can't create a Sony account because there is no Kazakhstan in there. This is a fucking deal for me. Yes. Now, let's say that he played the game for more than 2 hours. Well, sucks to suck, doesn't it? I appreciate that a lot of people are leaving negative reviews. I think they should change their review to negative. I think that this should get as close to 1 star as humanly possible. And then there are the people that miss the point. It's not like this is the first game or even the 14th mainstream game to require a third-party account that takes a couple of minutes to create. But if it's such a deal breaker to have to take 120 seconds out of your day to enter an email and password and then forget about it, change your Steam review and make your displeasure known on a platform where it matters. Fuck you, asshole. When you say 120 seconds, you're going out of your way to say that because it sounds more dramatic than 2 minutes. You want to make the people that are complaining about this issue, rightfully so, because the terms have been changed after the sale, out to seem ridiculous, out to seem like they are petty, like they're stupid, like they are insignificant, like their concerns do not matter when they do. Why should I sign up for an account somewhere else? Why? Why do I have to? Why should they be allowed to do that to me afterwards? Why should I be locked out of a game that I bought and paid for that I cannot even get a fucking refund for simply because of the latitude and longitude at the time of my birth? Why? Like, I'm sorry, do people in Kazakhstan not deserve to be able to play this fucking game that they bought and paid full price for? Really? Really? Tea taxes were not really much in the colonies, and it was still cheaper to buy from the British than it was to buy from the Dutch. It wasn't about the number. That was not the point. You had the Townsend Acts, and you rescinded everything but the tea tax, and then you put another tea tax on top of it. It wasn't about the amount that you were paying, because it was still more money to buy tea from the Dutch. It was about not wanting to take the King of England's cock down your throat. And I think this is how gamers feel right now. It's not about having to register for an account. It's about not wanting to take Sony's cock down their throat when Ubisoft and every other major provider are trying to find new, innovative, and creative ways to do this. Stop giving companies like this money. There are enough amazing games that have been created that do not require updates ever, that do not require connections to the internet, that you could play these games from now until the end of time, not have a job, not have a family, not go to sleep, not go to work, and still not complete all of them. I'm not even telling you to give up games. Why do you have to play these modern games that treat you like garbage? Play Parasite Eve 2, Final Fantasy IX, Spanky's Quest on Game Boy. In all seriousness, there's so many good games out there that don't do this to you. It's one thing if I was telling you abstain from gaming. And to be clear, you don't even have to abstain from gaming altogether. Even with modern gaming, you could simply buy titles that are released by companies and studios and networks that don't take part in this bullshit. There are tons of people out there that do not require you connect to any sort of account at all. You not register or log into any other third-party thing. There's no DRM. There's no rootkit anti-cheating shit running in the background. But for some reason, people decide to run to games like this. Armored Core 2. Earth Siege. Gran Turismo 2. As long as you don't have to deal with the license tests. Hate the license tests. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.